All right, here we go. Best of 5 between TehQoz and AtomiK.
What?
And they are taking on Ejby and TempoH. This is ATR Cup number 5 for Europe. And yes, we have switched to 2v2s. We're going to mix things up a little bit.
Hi.
See these guys play some 2s. Now, if you are, regularly watching some of the show matches and stuff that I host, you'll be familiar with these guys. Ejby and TempoH, both featured on the stream frequently. We actually have had AtomiK and TehQoz on as well, but it's been a while. But normally, we see these guys play some 1v1s. I'm excited to see what they can throw together in 2v2s as well. And someone here can maybe fill me in if I have missed it, but I don't think that TehQoz and AtomiK, has their team been announced? I feel like nothing has been officially announced from those guys. But these guys play a lot together. I would not be surprised to see them end up on a squad together for the upcoming RLCS season. It's hard to keep up with all the roster changes throughout this offseason specifically. We've got a lot of teams switching orgs. Now, of course, we always have players and teams changing rosters, but we also have some org shuffling this season as well, which I think has made things a bit more of a challenge to keep up with. You know what I need to do? I should probably just get into maybe AutoCam. Or Director. Maybe we'll do Director. But AtomiK will open the scoring. Beats TempoH to the challenge and just knocks it on an open net. Milto, I do appreciate that. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. Thank you. Ejby just throws one towards the back wall of the blue side. TehQoz will collect. Thanks for the infield pass. Ejby has it read. And this is actually one of the matches today where we will see country v country. It may happen with a few teams, but I don't think all of them. Today we have, or in this match, we have Spain versus Denmark. Ejby and TempoH, both Danish players. Whoa! The double fake. Neither of them able to turn anything out of it. Ejby with a nice cutoff. A little miscommunication between these two guys, but they do keep it locked over here on the sidewall. AtomiK unable to get it over the top of Ejby. TempoH begins the other direction, but is stopped short in the corner. .50 on the goal line. Threatens, but TehQoz has the clear. TempoH hoping for an infield pinch pass. But once again, snuffed out by the defense. Ejby with a bit of space, but AtomiK up super quick to shut it down. Thus far, both squads have been proactive with their defense rather than reading and reacting. Both sides seeming to prefer forcing the issue early. This time, TempoH able to find Ejby down in the middle of the field. Ejby pops past one, puts in their second goal. Ejby TempoH have a late lead in game one. See a kickoff set piece from AtomiK and TehQoz. Will earn them possession. AtomiK looking for more bumps, but TempoH evades. A couple of good touches from TempoH. Will waste valuable time off the clock. Ejby is trying to maintain possession, keep this ball in a safe place. Back in the corner, TempoH. No one goes for the ball, so Ejby and TempoH, they just sit there and let it bounce. Game one goes to the Danish squad. Heavy underdogs in the channel point prediction. Ejby looking for a bump. No contact made, but none needed as TempoH slots the opening goal to the top shelf. We've talked about TempoH plenty in the 1v1 arena. That dominance hitbox providing a bit of a unique look. I don't know if it makes as much of a difference in 2v2s. Huge pinch towards the target. Ejby able to make the initial save, but a poor clear. And AtomiK will tap in the open net. Look at this. Pay attention to how early each team is challenging. Oh no. Speaking of poor clear, AtomiK gets absorbed up the wall and down the field. Pulls himself into a bad position. Ends up own goaling to give Ejby and TempoH their second. But pay attention to how early and often these teams are challenging. Rarely do you see these guys peel away from the play despite whatever their boost count may be in the moment. Quickly turn, provide pressure as soon as possible. Oh, that's a nice play. Ejby has the threat of a pass. You can see TempoH waiting in the midfield. So TehQoz wants to dive early to try to shut off that passing lane. Ejby lets him soar past the ball and taps it to the top shelf. Good 50 through the corner. We'll get it in front of the net, but AtomiK and TehQoz keep the first attempt out. Now they're heading the other direction. A flip reset. TehQoz looking to set up a double touch. He's blocked away as well. TempoH unable to control that in the corner. So their opportunity there to break out of defense will be delayed. Like this control from TehQoz. Maintaining possession, pulling things back to his own side. Air dribble flip reset. Lacks some power on the flick. An early dive from AtomiK results in a poor 50-50 that heads back to the blue side. TehQoz has his boost stolen. But AtomiK will poke it away. That's off target. TehQoz, let's be careful here. Able to secure his corner boost. He's played it well. AtomiK 1v1 situation. Unable to work past Ejby. Now TehQoz in trouble. It's quick enough on the retreat. Fast one now. Reset time. Actually, just a handoff. Ejby again comes up clutch in defense. 2 minutes to play, so lots of time for the Spaniards. I think I was going to wish he could have had another chance at that one. That was open. That's a great soft touch from AtomiK. He will have another chance. TempoH will deflect into the corner. Second touch will keep it locked in the corner. AtomiK running low on boost, trying to generate some kind of chance. But again, Ejby, big play in defense. Final 60 seconds now. And that time that I mentioned is ticking away. AtomiK and TehQoz really need to put something in the back of the net in the next 15 to 20 seconds. Give themselves a little bit of time to work with for that final goal. This could be an opportunity. AtomiK just can't put a quality shot on target. Now they're pushed back to their own side once again. And it looks like Ejby and TempoH will be up 2-0 in the series. Certainly an unexpected start. AtomiK will get one at the buzzer. But they will be down 0-2 in the series. A reverse sweep required for AtomiK and TehQoz. Game 3, the Danes, poised to sweep. Oh, Ejby putting together a ground double for the first attempt. Tested the opponent's defense, but they were up to the task. TempoH maybe has an open backboard. A great read from TehQoz. Will rip away the opportunity. Sounds like a double commit. Didn't see it, but I heard it. TehQoz does retreat in time for an initial touch. But an infield pass from Ejby off the ceiling finds TempoH right outside the box. And again, Ejby TempoH will open the scoring. Oh my goodness, big mistake from Ejby, followed by another miss in the corner and a third miss now. A messy sequence there from both teams, actually. Oh no, now TehQoz and AtomiK have bumped one another. Fortunately for them, no one hurt. In fact, they may have an opportunity here. Ejby will shut it down. Big clear from TempoH. Buy them a bit of time and space. However, they don't do much with it. Both TempoH and Ejby patiently waiting for the shot, and they will concede from it. TehQoz, with all the time in the world, snipes a bar down shot from right outside the box. Tempo, flip, reset, air dribble. Nearly finds the back of the net. Ejby needs to get a second touch, and he does. Knocks it safely in the corner. What an odd challenge here. I still don't really understand how this went in. Tempo just not goal side. I mean, he pinched it with his opponent directly on target. Poor challenge angle from Tempo. Results in another goal for AtomiK and TehQoz. They follow it up with a kickoff goal. Now they've extended that lead 3-1 with 2:41 to play. It's very well played by TehQoz, maintaining possession, giving his teammate time for the demo respawn. In fact, they may be scoring again. TehQoz, first shot is off, but he's got the rebound for a fourth. And with 2:20 left to play, that soft touch from Tempo caught his teammate off guard. They have another opportunity. Ejby able to cut things down in the midfield. Now they look to set up on the offensive side. Another pass across. This one shut down by TehQoz. A big miss in the backside. Ball's dangling in front of the blue net. TehQoz will be the first to it. 50-50 goes neutral in the corner, which favors AtomiK and TehQoz. AtomiK up super early. What a read! Just couldn't get the final touch. But at this point, it is not fully necessary, although they would certainly appreciate a larger lead as Ejby sends this pinch straight across and Tempo's there for the finish. They've cut the deficit to 2. Ejby straight for the demo. They have overstepped, and AtomiK will poke home a 5th goal. Ejby with no boost in the tank. Unable to get back in time. .64 seconds left, or I guess under 60 seconds left at this point. Ejby and Tempo forced to play aggressive. Will continue to concede in the final moments of Game 3. TehQoz and AtomiK will not go quietly. As they look to begin their reverse sweep. Final 30 seconds of this game. Barring a catastrophic meltdown, are mostly a formality. AtomiK and TehQoz up by 3. Ejby's shot is good. They brought it back within 2. But with 7 seconds remaining, their chances are slim. Big kickoff. AtomiK will be the first to the touch. And that will do it. Game 3 goes the way of AtomiK and TehQoz. In fact, they get one more at 0 seconds. to reclaim that 3-goal lead. And the series continues. Game 4. Woo. Nice attempt from TehQoz. But it is shut down right at the goal line. That demo will alleviate some pressure on Team Denmark. Ejby with a corner boost steal. Gonna leave AtomiK low. He does have time to collect some pads. And now, with a big boost grab, Spanish team is set to take over control. AtomiK up high. Oh, and he just straight away right around Ejby. I figured that he would need to go towards the backboard or towards the side of the net to work around that first challenge, maybe leave an open look for TehQoz, but AtomiK straight on target. And that's a huge bump on Ejby's retreat back. They were almost certainly conceding without that bump. What a play. Wow. Look at the communication. Ejby goes up high, and you can see he has called out that he's leaving it. And then sends a homing missile. Finds TehQoz, bumps him out of the way for an open look. We're tied at 1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tempo. Showing us a little flash and flare. Unable to put it across the goal line. But the score line remains. Wow, what a save. TehQoz having to stretch to the far side of the net. TempoH's shot is weak, and AtomiK with an outlet pass to TehQoz. Begin the press the other way. Nice look at Ejby. Once again with lockdown defense. TempoH's low 50. Results in the ball sliding up this left wall. Ejby's follow-up play easily stopped. They keep AtomiK and TehQoz pinned deep. And eventually, on the back of a tempo bump, to clear the way, Ejby will knock home a second. Oh, a kickoff set piece. Tempo deletes the secondary player. And Ejby has an open look. AtomiK quickly shuts down the space, but Ejby will tap around him. He's got very little boost to work with, but he does have control. AtomiK with a nice outplay. Oh, TehQoz, a big misread. And Tempo will immediately punish. Now we see a Spanish kick off the other way. Ejby does remain goal side, but AtomiK wisely positions for the second touch. With low boosts, these are just so difficult to manage. AtomiK stays behind the ball. And 50-50s it across the goal line. 1:35 to play. The kickoff battle here may determine Game 4 and potentially the series. Goal line stop from TempoH. Remains disciplined. Sticks around near the goal. Makes a second save. TehQoz will poke this back into the orange side. It's another big miss from TehQoz. Oh no! TehQoz did not expect a direct shot with AtomiK challenging. TempoH just fires one on target. 3-goal lead inside the final 60 seconds. AtomiK and TehQoz facing elimination. What can AtomiK put together? A beautiful air dribble. This air roll proving to be difficult for TempoH to read. And AtomiK finds that top right corner. He's had success with the air dribbles, specifically here in Game 4. 40 seconds remaining. Again, pay attention to the kickoffs. Critical touch from Ejby will send TehQoz back to his own end. AtomiK, another aerial play. This time stopped by TempoH. Huge pinch. That's actually on target. TempoH just being a nuisance at the moment. He and Ejby understand they don't need to put together any threatening attacks. Just keep the ball in safe places. And they've done it. Ejby and TempoH will take the series in 4. GG's.